Progress.
All right, so for your next lesson here in the second half, you are going to do some more lookbook. We are going to start a new unit because I'm skipping over some of the lookbook stuff that I think you guys will enjoy, and a lot of the grammar stuff I'm going to skip. So we might run through these a little bit faster than normal because I'm going to have you guys focus on grammar in Grammar Gym and then just the reading and writing and vocabulary in lookbook. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you and get started on this new unit. This unit is called I Love My Town. So first we're just going to zoom in and look at this picture together. Whoa. And then the questions below, I want you guys to write down somewhere, anywhere, okay? This is a picture of a building in Madrid, Spain. Teacher Morgan has actually been to Spain. I'll show you on a map here where that is, if I can. Madrid, Spain. This is in Europe, so it's pretty far from where we are now. Let me zoom out so you can see. There's Spain. Let's see how far away it is from Taiwan. Which direction do you guys think Taiwan is? You need to go this way or this way. Either way, I'd get there because the world is round, right? Here's the United States. We need to go over and over. Oh, I see China. That means Taiwan is down here. So Spain is all the way over here. Madrid is the capital of Spain. Okay, so let's look back at our picture. So what do you see in this picture? That's the first question. I'll zoom back up. What can you see? I want you to write down 3 to 5 things. I'll name a few. I can see some windows. I can see lots of people walking around. I can see a flag. Okay, write down a few things that you see in this photo. Now, once you're done with that, I have some questions about your town, about Taichung. The next question says, is your town old or new? So, when you look around Taichung, or whatever information you know about where you live, is this an older town or is it a newer town? Of course, we have some old things and we have some new things, but think about where you live. Buildings you see around you, are they older or newer? Okay, you can jot that down. And our last question, what do you like about your town and what do you not like? So if you need to pause the video for a second, I'm not going to stay here too long, but I want you to write down a couple things that you love about your town, around your neighborhood where you live, and then a few things that you don't like. Okay, maybe I would say I love that there are lots of food stands around where I live, so I can get lots of different food and try different foods all the time. One thing that I don't like very much is that in my neighborhood there's not a lot of grass or parks that I can go to very close, so it's not easy for me to find a place to just sit outside. When I'm allowed to be outside, of course. We shouldn't be going outside right now. Okay, so a couple things you like, some things you don't like. If you need to pause, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving here. All right, so we are going to do this next page here. Just going to go over this vocabulary. Some of it, if not all of it, you guys already know, but let's just practice listening and repeating these words, okay? Oh, just a second. I actually need to turn this on. I'll say these for now because I don't have the sound up, all right? So, building, please repeat after me. Movie theater. Bus stop. Parking lot. Cafe. Sports center. Woo! Hospital. Supermarket, and then just a regular market. You see these all around here, okay? Now I have my sound on, if we need it. Okay, Now, this next activity would be great for us to do if we were all together. We would ask each other questions and talk about our town, but we are not. So I just wanted to go over that vocabulary real quick, and we're going to skip a page here and do some reading. So this grammar page we're not going to do. If you have some extra time and you want to do this on your own, you have your lookbook with you, that's great. You can go ahead, but you do not need to do this page. Reading, this is what we're going to focus on. I'm actually going to split the page here so you can see the whole picture. We don't need that grammar, but we want to see this beautiful city right here. So it says, look at the words, listen and repeat.
Skyscraper. Skyscraper.
Okay, I want you guys to look. Do you see any skyscrapers in this picture? Do you guys know what a skyscraper is? A skyscraper is a very, 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 very tall building. So I can see one. I mean, all of these buildings are tall, but I see one that stands out. That's definitely a skyscraper right there.
Factories. Factories.
So we all know what factories are. Factories are the big companies where they produce things, they make things. So the factories might be a bit outside of this city because they're going to be really big, but a lot of times we'll see factories and they have smoke coming out of them, which unfortunately pollutes our air.
Shopping centers.
So a shopping center is like a mall. It's somewhere that you can go and buy lots of different things, which we have all over Taiwan and Taichung. So like maybe if you go to Sogo, that would be a shopping center. There's all different types of stores and you can get lots of different things. Okay, look at the photo. Are there cities like this in your country? Well, of course there are. Now, Taichung is a huge city. If you went outside of Taichung or you were up in the sky and you looked at it like at nighttime with all the lights on, it would look very similar to this. So yes, we all know the answer to that. We have big cities all around Taiwan. Taichung is one of them. Now, this is called a mega city. Maybe ours isn't quite a mega city, but our town looks just like this. Let's listen and read.
Mega cities. A mega city is a city with more than 10 million people. In 2017, there were 16 megacities in the world. 6 of them were in China. In China, a lot of cities are getting bigger and bigger. They build a new skyscraper every 5 days. This is Shenzhen. It's a very big city in China. But 40 years ago, it was very different. In those days, it was a small town with only 30,000 people. But the big companies arrived then. Very soon, there were big factories and a lot of jobs for people. There were new buildings everywhere. These days, there are huge supermarkets, shopping centers, and skyscrapers. More than 18 million people live in and around Shenzhen. They make things like cell phones, tablets, and computers now. What things in your house are from Shenzhen, do you think?
All right, so Taichung is not quite a mega city because they would need to have more than 10 million people. We have a couple million, but not that many. All right, so next part I want you to do on your own here. You can read that again if you need to. Keep it up there. True or false? Okay, then I want you to answer this, write it down. Would you like to live in a mega city? Why or why not? So remember, I just said Taichung is not quite a mega city. We have a little more than 2 million people, where a mega city needs 10. So would you want to live somewhere that has about 5 times more people than Taichung? Or do you think you have enough people here already? And tell me why or why not. Okay. So once you're done with this, you're going to jump to your workbook pages. Tell you what to do here. So first I want you to do this vocabulary page. All right. So the words on that page are scrambled up, put them in the right order, and then you need to check the places that you can see in this picture. So this first one, they saw it mixed up, hospital. They see a hospital. Where is it? Right here. So that cross tells it's the hospital. So they check that. If you don't see it, don't put a check. Then I'm going to have you do this part. I'll play the listening and you can write down the words.
Track 37, Unit 9. I love my town. Lesson 1, words. Activity 2, listen and write. What is it?
1, there are many cars here, but they aren't in the street. 2, there are many types. Houses, schools, hospitals, and stores are all examples. 3, you wait here to get on the bus. It's in the street. 4, you can watch all the new movies here. 5, doctors work there. You go there when you are sick. 6, when you go shopping, it's nice to sit here and have a drink or something to eat. 7, you can play basketball and go swimming here. There's a tennis court here too. 8, this isn't a shop, but you can buy fruit and vegetables here, outside in the sun.
All right, so if you need to rewind that and listen to it again, you can. I'm also going to just quickly put up those words again. So if you need to look at them one more time, all of these will be your options there. And then you will match it to what they were describing, okay? So you can jump back a little bit if you need to here, okay? So that was that page. First unscramble, you'll have them up here, and then you can listen to that as many times as you need to get the answers. Then you're going to go to skip the grammar, do this reading page, okay? So there were 3 words on that page. What are they showing? Skyscraper, factories, shopping centers. Oops, switching on me. So look at the pictures, then read and write the sentences. So you can reread if you need to, and then you're going to put A through F in the blanks, the missing parts. Okay, then you can read it again if you need to, and circle the correct words. So I'm going to go back to that page. You need to reread this. You can pause it here, and you can kind of flip back and forth if you don't have the pages printed. Pause here to reread, and then here are your questions. Okay. All right, so that is all you need to do for Lookbook today. You'll have one more video coming for grammar in just a minute.